My beautiful souls, welcome into another daily read for Wednesday. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. But let's jump into the Modern Witch Tarot deck and see what Spirit has for us. Let's see what Wednesday is going to be all about. I already pre-shuffled, so right from the middle. We're beginning with the Six of Pentacles, absolutely beautiful. It's a day of benefits. It's a day of feeling rewarded once again, but it may feel different for you in comparison to if you watch the other reading for Tuesday in comparison to the day before this. But it feels as if Wednesday is a time for you to reap the benefits from your past efforts and current day efforts. As I feel people are thinking about gifting you at a distance and for a select few up close as well. But the way you're dressing, something about the color orange is significant, and maybe even gray. But I do feel there's a focus upon what you've purchased clothing-wise, maybe accessory-wise. It could be as well sunglasses is what I'm getting, and a necklace specifically. But there's a focus upon what you've been purchasing for clothing and accessories, or one or the other. Maybe more so what you're feeling drawn to put on throughout the day or to wear for the near future, in a preparation sense. And I feel this is speaking upon what you're going through within and how you've been changing naturally. But I do feel this being the overall energy, once again speaks upon this being a day of rewards, benefits, but blessings all the meanwhile. As I do feel the need to clear my throat, we're moving on to the Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely beautiful. I'm hearing something is picking up, something's progressing, maybe even growing, but it feels like as I'm getting the word prospering, that's what's taking place. Something of importance for you is prospering at this time, and it's leaving you with a state of prosperity in different forms. Going back to the Six of Pentacles, you don't get the Six of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune to build upon that energy if it isn't a day where things are working out to your advantage. You know what I mean? And so it's a day where you need to recognize that just because things haven't worked out for you in the past doesn't mean that they're going to continue in the same manner or come back to be in a negative sense once again. I want to reword that. Just because your past was rough or difficult or lacked these energies or one or the other doesn't mean that your future is looking like that, okay? Or is going to be anything close to that, because this day speaks more upon your future in regards to the Six of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune energy. This also is speaking upon your destiny, your purpose in this lifetime along your individual, very purposeful path, where I feel the day reminds you that you're very supported and protected by Spirit when it comes to an endeavor of importance, a project or a business, a hobby of importance. There's also a connection that's going to come to mind for you, regardless of what kind. They're going to come to mind for you randomly, because this is an important connection. So naturally, you're not going to be right by them when this happens or connecting with them. Even if you do connect with them at a different point or several points throughout this day, for a lot, you're not even going to see them or connect with them in general throughout this period. But this is an important connection, okay? But moving on, moving on to the Page of Pentacles, another good one. So the day provides you with new financial gain and maybe opportunity otherwise, but I do sense that there's thoughts of potentially beginning again when it comes to career and or finances. And they're saying don't overdo it with that process, but I feel there's something overwhelming when you think about beginning again, right? But there's also a piece in regards to that, whether it's a job is temporary and then therefore you're meant to hop over to something new or solely provide yourself with abundance in different forms, especially financially, with something that you've been trying to grow and work on diligently. You know what I mean? It's as if a lot of which, like myself, have a business and you're trying to grow that and get it off the ground more so, have it blow up positively. But then you have a side job or another side gig that is temporary. But either way, it feels like you're thinking about beginning again. It could be more in regards to a financial obligation, like where you're living, something of the sort. But let's put this one on the board, because going back to the original message, there's new money throughout this day, and that's part of the Six of Pentacles energy. Feeling like it's maybe stemming from the Wheel of Fortune energy as well, whatever is progressing and prospering for you at this time. I feel that you are really doing something well. Okay, I know that sounds obvious, but there's something you're doing really, okay, diligently, but efficiently. You could even be well spoken in the midst of it. It's this skill set, this talent, this, talented way of being about you, where you even easily get it done and have it come to be, accomplish it, create it, develop it, whatever it ends up being for you. I know for me, obviously, it's going to be a reading, if not several, but there's something about that that's just sparking awareness, impressive energy in the midst of other people. You're really assisting others as well. Sorry, I want to move these up because I want to put 3 more below. But moving on to the King of Swords naturally, because this is a day, my friend, where you're feeling wise, you're feeling on top of your game, maybe even your self-care game. But there's a feeling of you, again, knowing what you're doing and producing and developing to the point of the wheel turning in your favor and the rewards, the benefits, the blessings flowing in for you. And I really feel this day shows you that if, as long as you believe in yourself and your capability, your talent, right, and your ability to manifest and co-create, nothing really can stop you, as long as you don't stop yourself. And so this should light the fire under behind and reignite or grow the belief within you, the hope within you to accomplish more than you have, right? With a sense of balance in the midst of all of which, but to move forward with confidence and that knowing, being more alive than ever, that the possibilities are endless, okay? As I am, of course, seeing an infinity symbol. But the Strength card, look at this. There's a sense of the wheel turning in your favor and reminding you of your strength. Does this make sense? Because I feel you've been through a lot and you've overcome it all, right? When life kicks you down, I feel this collective gets right back up, even if it takes a hot second. And they're pointing out the detail here, if you can see it, the infinity symbol. If you couldn't see it from afar, there you go. There's almost a halo over your head at this time. Spirit trying to show you that just because you have to or feel you should be strong and mature and responsible and be there for yourself, maybe even your loved ones, time and time again, day after day, maybe 24/7, doesn't mean that you have to feel the heaviness of life and all that that entails. All right. And so it's a day, this Wednesday, that makes you feel lighter than ever. That was kind of the message coming through. But also there's an innocence or a purity, but an experienced, knowledgeable, advanced, experienced, if I didn't say it already, kind of way about you. If you find yourself repeating throughout the day, it feels purposeful, all right? It's as if, say for example, through this reading, I say something once and somebody doesn't actually digest it or ignores the message, or maybe wasn't listening in that moment, but still continues to play the reading. And then I mention the message again, and then they hear it, they digest it more so, right? Or in general. It could be as a moment where Spirit's speaking through you, or or through somebody else, and they may repeat themselves, and then you actually get the message. Something of the sort. Moving on to the last tarot card on the board, the Seven of Cups. You have many options is what I'm getting. Look at this. I'm being drawn to the money and the diamond pearl aspect of this card, but then love is coming to mind. There's talk and maybe even thoughts and a focus upon snake-like energy. This may even apply to and speak upon the spiritual realm, but of course, we're not cutting out the potential of this being applicable for your physical reality of some sort, even if that person, if not multiple, are at a distance from you throughout this period. But there's blossoming taking place, my friend, with all that you have on your plate, with all that you're thinking about you, that you still have to accomplish moving forward. And okay, they just showed me a vision of myself with two hands being spirit, putting this over my head onto my neck, if you will. Can you imagine me wearing a wreath over my neck, my head? Anyways, something about this, how this is how they're viewing you. But there's a power and a strength about your energy throughout this period, okay? But there's also an angelic way about you as well. I want to actually pull a couple more. The Judgment card. You're also able to utilize honesty and your voice once again to your advantage. Your self-honesty is also a huge part of this time where there's improvement that's needed in regards to that, where you're honest with yourself and then you go back to doing something you shouldn't. You're honest with yourself and then you make a change, but then you don't keep up with it. But you're very, and even more so efficiently, I want to say, using your voice and your honesty, maybe even spirit's voice and honesty messages to help other people. And so that's bringing you good karma. But we need to work on the self, okay, maybe judgment for some, but the self honesty and consistency. Just some honesty coming through. The Four of Cups. Something about somebody or something is not meant for you. And I feel somebody drawn to the reading is over it. I don't know what that's in regards to, or maybe it's someone else in your life. But just because an opportunity of some sort, if for some it's love oriented, is presented to you, maybe it's work related. It doesn't mean it's the right choice for you. You can maybe, I'm hearing dabble in that opportunity, as I'm shown a vision of somebody kind of putting their toes into a body of water and testing out, the waters. But it doesn't mean that you're going to find a change in your intuition, okay? Or even spirit's advice or feeling upon that viewpoint. The Queen of Wands, my friend, this is a day where you will be passionate, you will be feeling a little bit feisty at certain points maybe, but it doesn't feel like it's too much. But there's something as well about different levels of your courage and lion-like way of being. Just because you're a bold feline of some sort like that, this is just a random message coming through, doesn't mean that you are overbearing or too much. Something about that for you with the Queen of Wands. But let's pull a couple more for either side. Before we maybe end the reading, I may want to pull Oracle, I'm not sure yet. The Six of Cups, look at that. You're going to be gaining a gift of some sort throughout this day, if not multiple. It's going to feel like a long time coming in regards to how things are changing for you, working more so in your favor and feeling more plentiful is the wording coming through. Again, I'm getting the word blessings, all right? So that may be part of the title for this reading. But regardless, it feels like you might be thinking back to memories of when you lacked this plentiful feeling. In comparison, it helps you enhance that or bring back that grateful feeling, that appreciation, that even that manifestation of more of what is positively taking place and working in your favor throughout this period. Your mannerisms, your gestures are also part of this time. One last and final one. I don't think I'm going to pull any Oracle. The Ten of Pentacles. I just lit up when I saw this card, when I pulled it. I feel as if this is a reminder that there's so much ahead for you, that your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle is within reach and is part of your destiny. It's part of your purposeful path. So don't give up. Allow yourself to keep on moving forward and let this day remind you of what you deserve, what you're worth, and how much is lying ahead for you once again. All right? What an amazing reading. So if this was truly helpful, that is your daily read. I'm sending you so much love and light.